Okay guys, so we're moving into our hip hinging exercise next. So here we're working the glutes, a little bit of hamstrings, just trying to work up to those lady glutes. So first exercise, beginner level, is going to be on the floor and we're going to be doing a hip bridge, all right? So lying flat back on the floor like this, hands parted down your sides, walk the feet back so they're close to your bum. You want to have a little bit of distance between, don't want to be right back in here, a little bit of distance in between like that. Hands flat on the floor, drive the shoulder blades down to the floor and the elbows down as well, just so your chest is slightly arched up like this. You don't want to overdo it, just so you've got too much of an arch, but just a little bit is good. From there, we're going to drive through the heels, straight up to the ceiling, trying to find a nice straight line through the body. So what I'm looking for is a straight line between my knee, my hip, and my shoulder. If you can't get there, it might mean that you're a little bit tight in the hips or a little bit weak in the glutes, in which case this exercise is a really good fit for you. So you just try and work on loosening those tight hip flexors, but also just working on strengthening the glutes at the top, okay? For a little added sort of way that you can make this a little bit harder is you can just add a water bottle to this. So water bottle here, onto the hips, same thing, drive those shoulder blades down and then bridging up to the top on each one. Okay? So moving on to our intermediate version, we can do exactly the same exercise but just with a single leg. So it's a really, really good variation on this one. So back leg back towards you, same sort of position, exactly the same thing. So driving those elbows in, chest up to the top, and then single leg up and through. Once again, you're looking for that straight line through the shoulder, the hip and the knee in each one. That other leg can go completely straight, nice and slow, control down the bottom movement. Just keep repeating. Okay, with this one, obviously you're gonna have to do all your reps on one side and on the other. If you need to take a little bit of rest in between each one, that's absolutely fine. So for our final hip hinging movement, we're going to do a single leg RDL. Okay, so for this one, I'd recommend that you have a chair handy. This is quite a tricky exercise on balance, so for most people, doing this without anything to hold on to is going to be a little bit much. So chair, work surface, anything like that is brilliant. All you're going to be doing is setting up your hand, a little bit of something to hold on to there. Foot nice and planted, so weight through the heel is the main focus on this one. And all you're going to be doing is pushing forward, torso forward, make sure this back leg travels right back and up. You're going to be letting that front knee bend just a little bit, trying to keep the body nice and flat. What you don't want to be doing is keep this back leg down and your shoulders down, so there's an arch in your back. Try and keep that neutral spine by slight arch in the back, hips driven up, foot nice and high, get in the support position. You should feel a stretch in the hamstrings, a little bit in the glutes, and then you're going to drive back through. And the key point in this top position is really activating and squeezing that glute. What you can do, a little progression with this one, is you can work just taking that hand off. So just try taking that hand off, nice and slow. You can see my foot's really working hard there to keep you balanced. And you can progress it all the way into no hands. But just stick with the hand for as long as you can, and you can just progress it on there, so a few steps in between. So that's your hip hinge movement.